Hi guys, this is Yasser here again. Today I was thinking to let's do a small tutorial, very simple, and let's understand the concept of shelving in Python. So let me just open up our notepad here. So basically, what is a shelf module? So basically, a shelf module can be used as a simple persistent storage option for Python. So persistent storage option for Python objects, basically. So why do we use it? It's used basically in scenarios where you don't want to use a relational database. So you don't want to create a relational database for just a small project or some ad hoc job that or an ad hoc script that you're creating. And then sometimes creating that relational DB will take more time and it's just an overkill, right? It's just an overkill for a simple job. So that's why we use this shelf module in Python. The shelf is accessed basically by keys. So just as if you know the dictionary option, right? So we have like key and values. So if you are familiar with the data science like a module, like it's not a module like data science in Python. Basically, if you use like Jupyter notebooks, and you'll be mostly dealing with lists and dictionary, right? So list, for example, like a list option would be, you just open up a bracket and you say, okay, it's Toronto and it's in Canada and the population is 20 million, right? Okay, how many zeros? I don't know. 20, okay, 6 zeros. So that's a simple list, right? So we can always call out, we can say, okay, print list, and it will bring up your entire list. And then you can make multiple lists, like, out of this. And the concept of dictionary is basically in Python is when you use curly brackets, number one, and then you give your key and then a value. So every time you're creating a dictionary, it has a key and a value. For example, I'll show you here, just simple. They say key is fruit, value is apple, right? And things like that. So you can have a lot of keys and values and you can call out them anytime you like. So let's go back to our shelf module. So itself is accessed by keys, just as with the dictionary. The values are picked and written to a database, and it's created and managed by any DM. Anyways, let's jump back into our code. Let's open up our PyCharm. Okay. Any ID you want to use? I prefer PyCharm. So let's open up a new project here. We say new Python file. We say shelf in Python. Let's name it this. Okay, so now we are here. So basically, shelf acts like a dictionary, as I told you, and we retrieve values from it. So first of all, we have to call shelf module first. So import shelf is your first command. So it's telling Python to import shelf. And once you have imported shelf, then we use shelf to open, for example, let's just call it any name you can give it here. So shelf test. Just like a shelf in a grocery store, for example, right? So, and then we say, okay, with shelf.open, shelf test, open it as a fruit, and then we say fruit, my first fruit, for example, let's say orange, and then I explain it, what it is. So, a sweet, citrusy fruit. Okay. And then I say, okay, I have another fruit on the shelf, and I have, for example, apple. And then I say is equal to, for example, good for making cider. So now, always remember it will usually, if you're using any ID, it will indent itself. Just make sure like the indentations are correct and we follow Python syntax here. And now what I'm doing is I'm just saying it print fruit, and I say, okay, bring out my apple. What do I have on the shelf? Apple. And then print out another fruit, and the other one I mentioned was orange. And then print out both these fruits. Let's see what it does. And then again, shelve in Python. We just go here and then we say run shelve in Python. Okay, so just a simple example. You see, we mentioned this fruit, orange. We called out apple first, sorry, and then you can say good for making cider. Then we say orange, a sweet citrusy fruit. That's pretty simple, short explanation of shelf module in Python. Thank you, and wait for the next videos. It'll be coming out shortly. Thank you. Bye.